talk about that last minute, went through there because the team.
What about it? What would you like to know about it?
How
about the first 47?
Well, they were
That's
down,
the story of the game.
they were down by 12 points and they came back and continued the battle to the end.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Gave ourselves a chance, which was great, but the first 46 minutes or whatever it was were not good, and you know, it's a lot of the same problem. This is, you know, keeping people in front of us, and you know, giving up too many layups. So, got to do better.
How much of the foul trouble frustrate Monte?
What's that? How much is the foul trouble?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's, you know, frustrating to have fouls and have to come out of the game.
Sam's problems early on with Dwight, I mean, he couldn't stay in the game, obviously. What was going on there?
He had a couple of, you know, touch fouls in the first 2 minutes, and he's got to avoid that. You know, he's just got to avoid that. It takes discipline, you know, and he's got to be more disciplined than that. That's the nice answer.
Can you respond a little bit about Devin Harris, because he seemed like he had that will to really try to do something?
Yeah, I thought he was playing hard, but I didn't think any of our guys were really playing hard until toward the end of the game. I don't know how many times they blew by us, but I'm glad we started fouling Howard, because you know I was starting to get the chills over there from all the blow-bys. And it saved our guys the embarrassment of getting blown by 2 or 3 times in a row.
What's the not nice answer as far as Dallenberg goes?
Well, it's private.
Was there a private discussion with him?
No, listen, he was out of the game pretty early, and then I almost pulled him in the second half, then all of a sudden he got a block and a layup, so I pulled Blair back. You know, and that's kind of how it is with that position, unfortunately. But I'm optimistic, and I hold great hope that we can improve at all the positions. You know, so that's how we gotta deal with it going forward.
Rick, I know that you've got a set thing with Dirk where midway through the first, midway through the third, he's always going to sit, and that's a big part of the manager's minutes. But when
he went a minute longer to start the game, and he went a minute longer in the third. But I'll let you finish your question.
when he's as hot as he was in the third, where he had 11 points and
But if he's gassed and he's at a point of exhaustion, what good is it to keep him in there if the next shot is going to be a really difficult shot? I mean, we're not pulling him out for that long periods of time. I understand your question, and you know, I'm all for riding hot guys, and that's something, you know, that would be something that you could easily do.
But, I mean, can you ride a hot guy, given that he's 35, given he needed a rest last week? Do you have to take a long-term...
I mean, that's something that's a constant reconciliation for the decision maker. And, you know, I feel like I have a pretty good handle on, you know, what works for Dirk. But listen, I'm open. I'm always open, and I'm always studying it, and I'm always trying to get better with it.
What's wrong with Monte lately? I mean, he's had a couple rough ones in a row here.
Look, he's just. I think what he really needs to do is just focus on the defensive end first, and then everything else will fall into place. And I really could say that about every single player on the team. You know, just giving up too many points. It's just, you know, it's as simple as that.
What was DeJuan doing against Dwight that Sam and Brandon couldn't do?
He was physical, and he was, but he was doing it in a way that was within the rules and legal. He did a nice job on it, you know. So, you know, that was a bright spot. Another part to that question. Is that it?
Are the blow-bys an effort issue, ability issue?
You know, I know we can do better. I just know we can, and we're just going to have to prepare guys better. I mean, you know, we're running up too close to guys that are drive first guys, and that's, you know, that's my responsibility to make sure we don't do things like that.
Anything else? All right, thank you.